Hi everyone, now we're going to look at our Tower 2 and score it so that we can figure out what in the world that means when our results that our child had. So remember, I did the chronological age, so 8 years, 4 months, 27 days, and I'm doing the scale score based on age, not grade. This is particularly beneficial again in the summertime when they are between grades. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need raw scores. So in order to get the raw scores, I have placed check marks next to the ones that he got correct. I have put X's next to the ones he missed. I counted the check marks. That's a total of 35. So he read 35 words correctly in 45 seconds. Okay, so for sight word efficiency, his raw score is 35. Okay, if I flip it to the back, this is their nonsense word. Okay, again, check mark the ones correct, X the ones incorrect, count the checks. He's read 9 nonsense words correctly in 45 seconds. So that's phonemic decoding efficiency. So the raw score here would be 9. Okay, so then I'm going to have to go to my book that looks like this. Okay, and inside the book in the back there are appendices, and that's where all your tables are, so that you can do your conversions and figure out what all of these raw scores mean. So the first Appendix A says when I'm converting subtest raw scores to scaled scores, and that's what I want to do here. I have a raw score, I need a scaled score. And this is the age-based normative tables, and that's what I need because I'm using age, not grade. Okay, so when I go inside the book, I'm gonna try to turn it and see. I hope this doesn't flip your video. Whoopsie. Okay, and so I'm looking for age 8 and 4 months. So we're looking at chronological age in months. This is for the sight word efficiency test forms A, B, C, and D. Okay, so here's 8 to 6 months. So this is the column that I need. So I'm going to find his raw score and then go over to this column. So his raw score was a 35, which is going to be down on the next page. Looking, 35. And if I follow that to the 8 years to 8 years and 6 months, 35, his scaled score there is 79. Okay, so I'm going to put scaled score 79. Okay, then when I flip in this book, this is subtest raw scores to scaled scores, the phonemic decoding. So again, it's the 8 years to 8 years and 6 months column. This time he scored a 9. So I'm going to find the 9, and go all the way over. And that says his score is 75. So I'm going to come and put 75 there. Okay, and then I need a sum of scaled scores. So I really thought this was going to be the easiest way to do this so y'all can see it. So I'm going to add these together. 154 is the sum of scaled scores. Okay, next You could keep flipping in this book and it's going to tell you these are the grade-based norms, but we don't need that because we did it by age. Okay? Oops, sorry. I'm afraid I'm making you dizzy. Okay, Appendix C is converting our scaled scores to our percentile rank. So if you'll notice here, we have a scaled score and we need to know what the percentile rank is. So let's go to these charts. And there's only one chart here, so it makes it a little easier. Okay, this is for both tests. So we're looking at the scaled score. That's going to be the index number. So the first one is 79. So if we go back over here and find the 79, percentile rank is 8. So we're going to put that there. Okay, we're going to come back, and 75 is our phonemic decoding, and we're going to find our 75, and the percentile rank is 5. Okay. The next appendix, we're going to convert the sum of subtest scaled scores to total word reading efficiency index. Okay, so here, this is our sum of scaled scores, and we need to convert it to what our total word reading efficiency index is, or the TOWRE. Okay, so let's get into these. And there's only one here again. So our scaled score sum was 154. So we need to find an index of 154. Sorry, we don't need the index. I knew something was wrong here. This column, sum of SWE plus PDE. Excuse me for that one. This is our sum of our sight words plus our phonemic decoding. So this is where we're looking for our 154, which is right here. And so that gives us an index of 76. So over here, the index is going to be 76. Okay, in our next appendix, we can convert subtest raw scores to age equivalents. So we have again one chart here. So this is raw score. His sight word raw score was 35. So if we find 35, the age equivalent is 7-0. So that's 7 years, 0 months. So I'm going to put that here. Okay, and then his phonemic decoding, he had 9, which would fall here, which is 6 years, 3 months. Okay, so we're going to put 6 years, 3 months. No. See, it's easy when you're, especially when you're trying to video this. 6 years, 3 months. Okay, now we want to convert to grade equivalents, which is the column I was trying to write in. Okay, so the raw score in the sight word efficiency was 35. So his grade equivalent is 1.5. So I'm going to put that up here since I scribbled there. And then his raw score for decoding was 9, and that is a 1.2. Okay, so I have all of those numbers now, and now I need to look at my descriptive terms. Okay, So 79, down here at the bottom we have our descriptive terms. A 79 is barely on the edge between poor and below average, but it is poor. So I would write that in there. Okay. 75 is in the poor range. And our total word reading efficiency index is 76, which is also in the poor range. Which this would make sense because this is a student that just finished 2nd grade and is going into 3rd grade. So we would think that if they were testing at an equivalent of 1st grade 2nd month and 1st grade 5th month, that would make sense that these are all in the poor ranges. Okay, so you're going to use these scaled scores for your descriptive terms here. Okay, and that is how you score the TOWRE. When we get ready, after we have completed all of our tests and scored all of our tests, then we will talk more about what this means and how we would include that in a report form and what this means for this student and instruction. Okay, good luck.